Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. From websites and online stores, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence. Hello friends, I hope that you've been well. Welcome to part 1 of my Korea vlog. For those of you who don't know, I went to Korea back in October of 2024. It was about a 14-hour flight nonstop, and so of course I had a lot of time to kill. And I was very surprised to see that Tokyo Revengers has a live action, questionable. But I decided to go with Lord of the Rings because 1, I love these movies, and 2, that is plenty of hours of watch time. But before you know it, we landed in Seoul. Prior to flying, we both had downloaded the Wow Pass app on our phones and had it set up so that we could pick it up and set it up at the airport. Not only is this an eSIM so that you can have data on your phone, but you can also load the card to use to pay for transportation, and you can also use it for purchases pretty much like a debit card in pretty much any store. So that was really handy since neither of us were able to bring Korean won in time for the trip. But yeah, we were exhausted, so we basically just headed straight to grabbing a really quick dinner and just crashed out at the Airbnb, which we had stayed at for the entire 2 weeks. Hello friends! Today we are starting the day with getting our nails done, and then we're gonna do some shopping in Hongdae. Our Airbnb was about a 17-minute walk from Hongdae, which was amazing. And since I had a little bit of time to kill before my nail appointment, I decided to grab some breakfast. I know it seems a little silly to go to a New York bagel place the first thing when I'm in Korea, but I was craving something really savory. And this happened to be like right around the corner from the salon that I was going to. And I can't compare it to a New York bagel necessarily, but it was very satisfying and the employee was super sweet and I absolutely loved this matcha. I remember thinking it was really good. From my understanding, pretty much most of the nail salons will have like monthly specials. So there'll be like a few designs that you can pick from. This was like the entire wall of designs that they have. And I did end up actually picking one that wasn't part of the monthly special because I was just really taken with this particular design. I saw on their Instagram and they were happy to do it for me. I really enjoyed my experience there. And then I did a little bit of shopping, walking around Hongdae, just popping into random places that I stumbled upon. This one was like a secondhand thrift store, which obviously had a very sporty vibe. And I really loved this skirt. And I didn't get it the first time I saw it, but when I came back a different day, it was gone. So you're assigned to purchase the thing as soon as you see it. If you are a K-pop girly, or in the case of this cafe, an anime girly, take a look at some of your favorite idols' birthdays and see if they align with when you're going. We went in early October, and so Bangchan from Stray Kids, he actually has the same birthday as me, October 3rd. And so we went to a couple of cup sleeves. They go all out here in Korea. It is an event at these cafes for these idols' birthdays. It was truly wild, very wholesome, super cute. Basically, you just grab a drink or like a pastry and then you get little freebies of photo cards and things like that. It is adorable. And in case you didn't know, Korea takes cafe culture really seriously. So this is one fun way to do cafe hopping if you specifically are looking to do K-pop and cafes at the same time. Jonghan from 17 also is celebrating a early October birthday, so we were able to hop over to a few of those as well, all in the same day, mind you. I stumbled upon this gachapon, so of course I had to do it. And then pretty much right next door was an anime shop. I didn't buy anything from here, but I always love looking at the figurines and just looking at anime merch. And yeah, we pretty much spent the entire day walking around Hongdae and just popping in and out of stores that caught our eye. I saw a lot of stores like this where it was like floor to ceiling in accessories. I love that we've extended it into decorating our sneakers. I even actually put ribbons in my sneakers before I left on the trip. I did buy this cute little guy. I just think calico critters are so adorable, and I'm big into keychains on my purses. This store, Kelly's, I actually saw on TikTok, and so I was really happy to stumble upon it when I was walking around. And basically, they upcycle clothing into purses, which I think is super cool. I didn't end up picking anything up at this particular location, but if you saw my Korea vlog, you'll know that I ended up picking up a Vivienne Westwood upcycled purse at a different store later on in the trip. For dinner, we went to this really cool Joseon Dynasty themed restaurant slash bar. I really loved that they were playing K-pop songs, but with like a traditional kind of remix to it. And we got the raw beef bibimbap, and then we got this cheese rosé tteokbokki. I didn't love the pepperoni in this, but otherwise I absolutely loved this place. The vibes, the interior, the food, it was so cool. I highly recommend checking it out. Hello friends. Oh God, what time is it? It's like 11:30, almost midnight. 11:30. Oh my God, we were literally shopping out in Hongdae all day. I don't know if you want like a full haul, otherwise this video will be forever long, but maybe I'll share a couple of my favorite things. So cute. It kind of makes my head look huge, but I kind of look like a Sunny Angel vibe, so I don't know. It was cute. It was $10, whatever. Anyway, it's a very tiring day, so I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. As an illustrator, having a professional platform to display my best work is essential. And since we're now in 2025, I figured it was finally time to freshen up my gallery. As you can see, you don't need to know any code to quickly update and rearrange your images. This literally took me minutes. And another great feature you can have is having a gallery within a gallery, which is perfect for me since I like to display my illustration series grouped together to keep things organized. And I love that you can even edit your images directly on the platform, which makes the process so streamlined. Whether it be a gallery, online shop, blog, or all of the above, Squarespace has got you covered. So if you're interested in launching your own website, head over to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/I'mAWonder for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. On our way to get our hair cut. We went with Eco Jardin because we heard it was foreigner friendly. It was really easy to book an appointment, and their staff didn't all speak English, but they did have someone on hand that was able to translate. This was the device that they used to set my root perm, and they also came with complimentary snacks, which I loved. The little biscuit thing was so yummy. Admittedly, I did feel like the root perm was very subtle, so I probably wouldn't do that again, but I do really like this salon. The staff were super friendly, they styled my hair afterwards, and the photo booth was complimentary as well, which I think is amazing. Then for the rest of the day, we were heading over to Myeongdong for shopping, and we first wanted to get some lunch. This restaurant is part of the Bib Gourmand list guide on Michelin. It was so good, but just as a heads up, it is very busy. So be prepared to wait in a bit of a line, but oh, this soup, amazing. Then we made our way over to Hiker Ground, which is a building that is run by the Korea Tourism Organization. I absolutely loved the floor with all of the artwork featuring Korean artists, and there was lots of other kind of floors dedicated to K-pop and other Korean culture. Unsurprising, all of the artwork and kind of installations were my favorite, but then after that, it was on to some shopping. I gotta do them all. Oh my God. If you're like me and you love cute things, you absolutely have to check out some of these stores. I will say though, I think that Wiggle Wiggle is easily my favorite. Definitely check out any of the locations. They're all designed a little bit different. It's just a feast for the eyes. And I absolutely loved seeing this Hoshi outfit from the fighting music video. A running theme that you're going to notice about Korea, at least shopping in Seoul anyways, is that they take these storefronts so seriously. They will commit to a theme. This place is a makeup store, but they had like these AI photo booths. There was this installation room that felt like a pink avatar land. The space-themed casino was adorable. I wanted to live here. The vibes made for such good photo ops. And I just think that Korea knows how to make a shopping experience really interactive and fun. Way that this is supposed to be for K-pop, we're literally in a K-pop store, and my brain just went immediately to the Jujutsu Kaisen. They let you be Delulu with all of the key Jujutsu Kaisen daddies. Yeah, they know what they're doing with this one. They know. An insane amount of fried chicken and going 17. On our way to get brunch. I'm so sleepy and hungry. Hopefully we're not too long in the queue. But it's so beautiful out today. Wow. And on that note, I must say the weather here in October was absolutely gorgeous. It was a little warmer than it typically would be at this time in Toronto, so I absolutely loved it. And this brunch spot was super cute, very delicious. And this day was when we rented the hanbok and went to the palace. When you rent a hanbok at any place, they let you go into the palace for free. And it was such a beautiful experience. And the palace was so much bigger than I expected it to be. So we're here at the palace. It's really hot and really sunny, but we're just having fun taking a million photos everywhere. There's a bee following me. Why? Hello. We are unintentionally My Melody and Kuromi. What?
Go back and do a few twirls.
If you're ever debating on doing the hanbok rental and going to the palace, you should definitely do it. It's very fun. And how often do you get to do it, right? It's so cute. They even gave us a little purse. They did our hair. It's adorable. And you get to explore a palace. And on our way back from the palace to the hanbok rental, we stumbled upon this beautiful park that had all of these flowers that, of course, I had to take photos and footage of. I really felt like I was Sophie waiting for my howl. It was so magical. Then for dinner, we made our way over to this Korean barbecue spot, which was technically having an event for Jonghan's birthday, but honestly, this restaurant has been completely taken over by 17 memorabilia to a staggering degree. If you are a 17 fan, I highly recommend checking out this spot. It is crazy. It was also delicious. Wow. Okay, I'm down for sandwiches. Oh, actually, the home market. He would be across from the home market. Oh my god. After brunch, we made our way over to Object. There are a number of different accessories that you can choose from, and then you get to customize them with little iron-on patch-on decorations. I think that the examples were so freaking cute, and it was a little overwhelming to choose what to get, but in the end I ended up landing on this little like Y2K flip phone, and this is Grace's little Uji themed one, and they iron it for you on the spot in the store, and I think it just makes for such a cute and unique experience, but also really fun souvenir as well. And then on the floor beneath it there was a stationery store, and everything is just so beautifully curated. And then basically I just spent the day shopping in Hongdae, popping into different malls and stores, some of them being secondhand and vintage stores. I really loved these kind of upcycled button-up shirts. Unfortunately, I didn't end up going with either of them just because they weren't quite the right fit, but I loved the idea of them. Overall, a much more chill day that was very much needed. And then for dinner, we went to Witch's Kitchen, which had a wonderfully themed vibe, both the interior and the food. I thought theming was 10 out of 10. Food was okay, maybe like 7 out of 10, but definitely here for the vibes. On our way to Aquafield Spa in hype outfits. Yep. Because we're going to the concert immediately after the spa. We unintentionally brought the same outfit basically, so we were like, we gotta match. We gotta have the vampire vibes for the boys. Hopefully we'll be rejuvenated after this spa because we're not at peak performance right now. We're a little sleepy. Wow, imagine this is just your morning jog. Can confirm that the spa was very relaxing and definitely needed from the amount of walking that we had been doing up on this trip. So we ate while we were there and then headed over to the concert venue. Hot tip, definitely make sure that you double check when the merch tent closes, because we unfortunately got there too late to pick up any merch, so that unfortunately was a bummer, but we did get lucky with the weather because it was threatening to rain, but thankfully it never did. This was my first time going to a stadium show, and since we were in Korea, I was expecting the members to go around the carts like I've seen in many other concert footage videos before, but unfortunately they didn't do that, so I would say that was my main disappointment. But otherwise, the performances were incredible. The boys had so much energy. I loved all of the staging. Of course, all of the kind of vampire aesthetics were right up my alley, but hands down, Moonstruck was my favorite. This staging was stunning, and you can see that the moon actually shifts throughout the entire performance. It was so ethereal. Absolutely loved this one. Also, a fun bonus of all these 17 billboards at the Goyang station because they were performing the following weekend. Following day, we had a quick breakfast and then made our way to Coex Mall. Of course, we had to check out the very beautiful Starfield Library, mostly for the vibes. I can't read Hangul, so didn't pick anything up. And the main event was the Coex Aquarium because they just so happened to be doing a collab with Animal Crossing when we were there.
I see.
But then he also like asked if you want like
a little science fact.
Oh.
And most people say no, but I always say yes.
Right.
Tommy and Timmy.
So cute. Nabi bobata. Nabi bobata. We came specifically for the stamp rally because it's so cute. Alright, that's which is the first. Is it Goldie? Okay. I'm a fake fan. I brought Dong Byoli with me to the aquarium because Sunghwa from ATEEZ famously loves Animal Crossing, and so it just felt very fitting to bring his little representative character along with me. And then it turns out that Sunghwa did the exact same thing and also went to this aquarium. I missed him. Can you imagine if I ran into him? That would have been insane. I would have been like dead on sight. It's like tiny, tiny little vibrations. Yes. Eat. Eat, my babies. Peanut. So cute. That was huge. Wow.
Okay. Yay.
Cute. After we finished up at the aquarium, I did some shopping around the mall, and I was so happy to see Nice Ghost Club had a little pop-up at this clothing store. I love the quality of these sweaters. They're really thick and cozy, and I just think that the graphics are really fun and just like a really cool oversized look. Then we made our way over to Gangnam, where we did some exploring of the neighborhood as well as more shopping before making our way over to dinner, which was another Korean barbecue spot, but this time was where 17 famously had their Dingo Tipsy live. I was so glad that we were sat downstairs so that we could be right in the vicinity of where 17 was placed in the video, and yeah, it was super fun to be able to go to that spot, and the food was really good. So we separated during the day to go shopping, and we ended up buying sweaters from the exact same store of the exact same brand, and they're both like similar colorways. So funny. We are in Seongsu today. We're gonna do a lot of shopping. We're gonna do some cafe hopping. We just put a queue for the 17 pop-up, I guess it's called? 17th Street?
17th Station.
17th Station, Carrot Station.
One of those.
Carrot
It's a
Station.
subway theme.
It's 17 subway theming. It'll be really cute. It's gonna be like an hour. So we're gonna go attempt to go to Onion, which is like a very popular cafe. And then if not, we have a backup, and then make our way back, hopefully. And then do a lot of shopping afterwards. I had been really looking forward to coming to Seongsu because I had heard that this neighborhood has been compared to like the Brooklyn of Seoul, and I can definitely see why. It definitely has a lot of just trendy, hip places to check out. And a hot tip of going to these popular kind of spots is to go during the week, especially these really popular cafes, and they often have a lot of pop-ups for different stores as well. So there's definitely going to be a lot of people. It was still busy even though we were here like midday on a Friday. And normally I'm not into peppermint, but best in town. Best in town. And like chocolate latte in general is just not very common. So. I like it. Peppermint is like very subtle. Yeah. That is so good. Then it was time to check out the 17 pop-up. As you can tell, the entire pop-up had like a subway theme, and they had a locker dedicated to each member, and all of the references and decorations were so cute. Felt like a little Easter egg hunt, remembering all the different references. And I just feel like the detail that they put into everything was so fun, and of course made for great photo ops. They even had this like cheering section, which was really wholesome. And then it was time to explore the rest of Seongsu. One of the things that was on my shopping list was a purse. Originally, I thought I was going to end up getting one from Seongsu-dong, but I ended up going to find Kapoor beforehand, and I was debating on this one, which I love, but she was a little small. So I ended up going with one of these guys, and I got the silver. I love that it was sort of a gunmetal, which is a really, really cool kind of color. And then one of the very anticipated places that I wanted to go to was the Fui flagship. It felt like going to a candy store, but for makeup. And I spent so much time in here swatching all of the colors because I wanted to make sure I was making the right decision. And with a purchase, you get a freebie keyring with your choice of colors, which I think is super cute. If you haven't seen it yet, head over to my Korea haul to find out which ones I bought. Who took this photo of me? The belly button, matcha being injected. Amazing. I didn't film every single store that I went into. I did a lot of window shopping, just admiring all of the different aesthetics and interiors. This one, of course, was a highlight because it was pink with that touch of kind of dark gothic elements to it. I, of course, needed to check out another cafe. All of the donut flavors were sold out except for this blueberry one, which I was so sad about because I think there was like a corn flavored one that really piqued my interest, but the blueberry one was still good. I think it also had coconut and like a custard inside. Yeah, really good. Another store I wanted to highlight was this adorable stationery store. I loved all of the Riso printed items and of course all of the retro trinkets. It was so cute. And then really late in the evening, I met up with my friend again and we got to Teddy's Oven, which I'd seen on TikTok. As you would have expected, everything was Teddy themed. It was adorable and it looked like it had been originally like probably somebody's mansion that got converted into a cafe. So it had a really beautiful decor and element to it. When I went to the bathroom, it actually had a bathtub, so that kind of what tipped me off about it probably having been a real home beforehand. I was kind of sugared out from the donut earlier, so I ended up taking this cookie home with me, and it actually had mochi inside, which was fun. And then we ended the night with some jjajangmyeon for dinner, and it was just some hole in the wall, but definitely hit the spot after having so many sweets during the day. And with that concludes part 1 of my Korea vlog. So look forward to next month when I post the second week that I spent in Korea. And I hope that you enjoyed seeing and coming along this trip with me. If you are hoping to or planning to go to Korea, let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I will happily try to answer the best that I can. And yeah, let me know what you thought of the video, whether it be about the actual traveling that I did, the things that I got up to or ate, or even the editing style. I really tried to make the video as engaging as possible. I'm trying to level up my editing game. So let me know what you think, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye!